Hello, my name is Biernacki, and I am honored to be helping you. I am a special education teacher in a Catholic school on the south side of Chicago. I teach and work with kids from preschool through 8th grade. I want to just start by saying, be kind to yourself. This e-learning thing, these parents as being teachers every day, all day, it's never been done before under these circumstances. And this COVID-19 e-learning, social distancing, staying at home thing didn't come with a playbook. There's no YouTube video that you can go look at for step-by-step instructions on how to get it right. You're not always gonna get it right. And actually, don't tell anyone, but no one is exactly sure what right is. You know yourself and you know your kids, so be flexible and be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace and give yourself space. And while I tell you go with your gut, I'm also going to tell you you got to have a schedule. One of the things that we have learned over the last few weeks in our school is when students don't have a schedule of their day in terms of when their e-learning is taking place and when breaks are taking place and when family time is and when meal time is, things get a little hectic, especially when you have multiple kids in the house, right? So every child needs a schedule, and that schedule is going to depend on a few things, right? It's going to depend on your teacher's expectations. It's going to depend on your child's age, what grade they're in, their level of stamina, how long can they sit and work on one assignment for 20 minutes, and whether or not they have any learning challenges like ADHD or if they have a specific learning disability. It might be outlined on their IEP, or it might not be on their IEP. Maybe you know your child has ADHD, but no one has ever been given him eligibility for that. So, but I'll get more into IEPs and 504s later on a different video. But right now, I just want to emphasize how important it is to have a schedule. And it may also depend on how many devices you have in your house. So if your child is using a tablet or a Chromebook or a laptop or a desktop computer, whatever those devices are that they're using to connect with their school and their teachers, when are those available? If you have one and you have 5 kids who need to use it, obviously the schedule is going to depend on that. So we do have a couple of sample schedules, one for younger students in primary and one for older students, probably 5th grade and on up. But again, be flexible. You'll know which one works best for you and your family. But it really is helpful for the kids to have that every day so that they know that break time is coming up soon, or they know that lunchtime is coming up soon, or they know at the end of the day the family's going to get together and have a movie or a game or something. And another thing, of course, they need is space. And every child should have their own space, own place that they can call their own, their workspace. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? I have 5 kids here and I don't have enough space for everyone in that space. So sometimes that means that you might have a kid who doesn't mind working on the stairs. I have students that for whatever reason, the stair is a great place for them to sit and work quietly and independently. I have other students who prefer under the table I have a table in my room, and for whatever reason, they feel like it's their own little tent, their own little cave, and they like sitting under there and working, and they work well independently. I have a couple of chairs, beanbag chairs that are off in the corner. I have students that like there. Now, not every kid can work under a table or on a stair or in a comfy chair, but they should have their space, and it should be delineated for them. If you have kids who need to work at a table, for example, so that might be the same table that you do everything at, right? Your dining table, your kitchen table, whatever the case may be, and you're all having meals there, etc. So if they need that kind of space, so that's fine. You have multiple kids working at that table, usually at the same time. When the mug is out that holds the pens and the pencils, that's designated classwork time. No devices on the table during craft time or during meal time, and no meals during school time. Remember, they don't get to snack while they're in social studies class or math class, so they don't get to snack while they're doing this now too. And I know that's hard. When you're at home, the snacks are always calling my name. I get that, but try to keep to that. It helps them delineate the difference between learning time and casual time, family time, and it also helps the brain kind of reset too as well. If you have a designated shelf or a basket or some place where each child can keep all of their materials, their books, notebooks, etc., that is super helpful. Just from an organization standpoint, because you don't want to be constantly juggling, wondering where that is and where'd my notebook go, and I can't find this and can't find that. So if they have a basket, is ideal for them to keep everything in, and if not a basket, a book bag, a backpack is perfectly fine. It does, again, not only does it keep your space less cluttered, it also helps them reset their mind to work time versus fun time.